Gold Earth has some incredible products that make a massive difference, but come from Mother Earth. We're going to find out where this emotionally comes from, the effort that has gone into this, the roots of it all, from the founder, Samina. So I'm joined by Samina, the founder of Gold Earth. Hi, Samina.
Hi, Chris.
I know that you're a little bit nervous about
Not
this.
at all. Very nervous.
Relax, you're in safe hands. Gold Earth, first things first, obvious question. How long has it been around?
So it became live about 1.5 years.
Okay.
I know it's a baby, but I wasn't expecting that it was going to go that fast. And I'm not going to say it's easy because I'm there working 7 days a week, almost, with the 6 hours sleep, maybe, if that's lucky.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Well, and this is the point, and we're going to go into the, where this all comes from, what it achieves for people. And it truly is different. I know it's a glib statement to say this is different. I've had these conversations with you and it truly is. And we're going to go to, the Khyber Pass. We're going to the root of Earth, which is obviously Gold Earth, where the name comes from. But at this early stage, can you sum up in a few words or few phrases what really describes the brand Gold Earth?
Somebody questioned me and they said, how did you come up with Gold Earth? And how did you thought of it? And I said, I didn't. It was actually given to me. And I strongly believe that the name, and you're going to say, who gave it to me? But I am a very spiritual person. And I feel that it was just, I had to go through the struggle, the pain. I had to go through all the experiences that I'm offering the healing for it. That's the reason I came up with Gold Earth. And the Gold Earth is about resilience. It's about believing in nature, in my heritage, the remedies we use for thousands of years. When the modern world failed me, and I strongly believe that they did fail me, it was the Mother Nature that rescued me. And to me was that I had to think that, okay, for thousands of years, they've been using that. And my mother said to me, that was her words, that you've been in the Western world, forgotten your roots. She always says that, mind you. But I had to think about it. It's like, okay, you're my last hope. And when it worked on me, and then it worked on my children, then it worked on my neighbors, friends, and I was giving. And then everybody said, Samina, this should be out. This should be out. Now, English is not my first language. I'm sure you can tell that. Being dyslexic, no matter what you say, the confidence, could I do it? Could I not? And here I am sitting with you today.
You are, and it is amazing. I think I remember you telling me the story as well, that you were driving along and the sun suddenly was across like a cornfield or something, and it was gold, and it was like, that's it.
And every time, even now, when I'm driving and I go, Gold Earth.
Yeah.
Even now, it surprises me, where did the name came from? Yeah. And it's like this emerald, we living this, everything, there is a treatment there. We just need to dig deeper and maybe get in touch with the roots.
And I think that there's a belief, there's a confidence missing that Mother Earth has a lot to give us. We don't need to create and fabricate everything. There's a lot there, but if people don't understand, then they assume it's no good.
People sometimes do say to me, how did you come up with that, with these ingredients and things? How did you create it? I said, I didn't create it. Mother Nature did. I'm just putting it in front of you. Now, the big brand company, there are some company, and you can go and ask, please do go, before you buy it, check the ingredients. Sorry. I do keep telling that because they will use sunflower oil as a base and they will put 1 or 2 product in it. I am well against that. I mean, there's nothing against sunflower oil, but I grew up in a culture, we have virgin olive oil and black seed oil and hemp seed oil and avocado and, go deeper. I'm not saying Mother Nature doesn't produce those sunflower oil, but there's a reason for certain things. So when I make the product, it has to be the gold and the diamond.
Yes. It's the base has got to be solid before.
It's solid. So if you need to build a foundation, and I like, for example, I'll just tell you this. So this is the night oil, right? And the base oil alone in this is jojoba, grapeseed, black seed, castor. Now, they're not fraction, they're the base oil.
Yeah.
And then is frankincense, myrrh, geranium, lavender, vitamin E, and rosehip. That is just one ingredient, 10 of them. This is 14 ingredients, and I will come back to that afterwards. But it's important to me what we put in the skin. Now, I didn't mention almond in that. I didn't mention coconut, because our face go through so much that I had to put the premium ingredients.
Wow. This is what I knew we were going to get from you, this passion. It just gets me every time. You can see it in my face, can't you? I'm absolutely glued to it. It is amazing, which means I want to take you right back to the heritage and roots of all of this.
Yeah.
And Pashtun family.
Yeah.
What does that mean for people who may not appreciate that?
So the Pashtun comes from Afghanistan to the border, and then it's the Pakhtunkhwa, which is the Khyber Pass, and they were it's actually known for the Silk Route, not Carry On, somebody said to me, oh, is that the one that Carry On movies?
Carry On up the Khyber, yeah.
I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, no, that's quite nice. People do say that to me. But those are the people, and I am very, very proud to say they are people of passion, hospitality, love. Okay, let's take all the warrior side out, because we don't want to go there.
No.
But they are people who so in touch with nature. So yes, that's my heritage, and that is where let's go back to women. I know most of them you don't hear much about, apart from, is it Malala, the one very famous,
yes,
who got that. But the heritage of the Pashtun women, who, believe it or not, are the head of the families. Yeah, they are the head of so the men actually go and ask the advice from the head of normally it's the grandmother, and the grandmother goes, then, if the great grandmother, then whoever, and they take over on the role. So I am extremely proud of them, and they're hardworking women. They're so in touch with the roots. I can carry on and on and on and on.
It's wonderful, and that's what I wanted to unlock.
Yeah.
One of the key things that jump out at me, though, is that we would think of a lot of these things as exotic, the ingredients and the remedies themselves put together. But actually, it wasn't exotic. It was everyday life. It was
everyday life. If you go even into, I'm just going to go back to Victorian time. If somebody was sick, they would use onion.
Yeah.
And even now, when I go back home, soon as I land, the first thing my mom would say, don't drink any water, eat anything, including with my children. She'll get a raw onion and she'll say, eat that, because then for some reason, whatever the thing is, I'll go back into it. But it doesn't make you sick when you go abroad. They say, when you go abroad, you must eat raw onion before you start. So that, I'm just sort of giving you an example that everything, there is a reason for it. And yes, in the Western world, they have forgotten. But even in Victorian time, they would go with nature things. Mm. So Mother Nature's been there. People used to, the medical world has taken, and this big pharmaceutical thing, and for businesses and the big brands, okay, I don't have a big PR behind me. I don't have a big name behind me. I wish I did had, what's the guy, the Apprentice one? Sorry, I shouldn't say that, but...
No, we won't name names.
Yeah, that's fine. But I wish I did, but then that wouldn't be true to the nature. I think the Mother Nature wants me to speak.
Yeah. And, you know...
Ordinary person.
But you were explaining how, even from the medical perspective, with what you were used to, is that before any medicines or operations were talked about, they went back to even diets as well.
Everything. Like the diet, I mean, I haven't seen that in the Western world, but in Middle Eastern, Asia, China, Japanese, all of there, if you guess, they have the special in the hospital, a nutrition doctor will come and say, right, my mom had a heart attack. And then the nutrition doctor came and sat with me and said, right, she's not allowed to eat from now on this, less of that. You need to cut this. You don't get that here, because what we put inside is also very extremely important.
It might end up with medicine or operation, but
they do go for medication, because you have to use the modern medication.
Absolutely.
Because obviously those doctors who, respect to them, they didn't go and, they saved lives.
Yeah, exactly. But there's a foundation to take care of. So
everything,
first.
To me, everything goes around. So you can't have a day without night. You can't have wind. There's rain. Everything. The nature chosen. So there's a modern science, there's history, there's nature, there's herbs. So I strongly believe that we do need to. That's the part I feel like is forgotten.
Yeah.
So when I went to the doctor, and I remember he said to me, I explained and I cried and I said, look at my hair, and I was really, really down. And he said to me, you need to go home. And when you brush your hair, you need to bring that on. I said, I don't need to go home. And I literally just did that.
Wow.
And I went here. And the first thing he said to me, we can't do anything. It's alopecia. And the word alopecia, that hit me. Now, as a woman, the one thing I do say is, for women, hair, and I'm going to say in front of the camera, and our breast, that is extremely important.
Yeah.
It's just, that's what gives, to me it is. It gives me confidence to know that feminine, that female. I'm not saying it's not important for men, because I'll come back to that as well, because I have some amazing story about it's a very taboo subject, even amongst men.
Yeah.
Now, I came home and I asked my daughters, okay, I was in the bathroom and I said, can you please shave my head? And the first thing went, no, Mum, no way we're doing that. Now, remember, I've tried everything, every product, being a beautician and a hairdresser. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I would take courses after courses, but nothing was working. I started wearing bandana. I started wearing, hiding. I would take photos, and then I would be sitting there doing filtering my face or my hair. And, when we was coming here, I wanted to find some photos from that time. I don't have many photos from that time.
Because you just didn't take them.
I didn't take them. There's only a few that I keep showing, but not many. And it was actually my mother that would say before, you've been in the Western world, you've forgotten your roots. Then my cousin was coming over and she sent me the bottle.